Hey guys, Cody here. Wednesday afternoon. I'm just on my lunch break. I'm going home. Gonna make some beef, eggs, fruit. I just have a short message today, guys. I was just really thinking about how many guys are out there that are suffering in their relationship. There's so many guys out there that are in relationships they shouldn't even be in. And like, if you worked on yourself for a year, you would see that. Guys, when my wife died, I relapsed. 1 week later, I went to a treatment center. I had some people in my life who cared about me enough to put up with my bullshit and make sure I get well, because these people are wise. And they saw me and they knew that my wife passing could be one of two things for me. I could follow her right into the grave with my addiction and my self-medicating and numbing my pain, or it could build me up into someone who can lift up my community, help people go from nothing and build themselves into a confident man who stands on his assertive communication, boundary setting. The biggest example I can give, I want to help guys that are like me and we grew up in super dysfunctional households. Because when we grow up in these dysfunctional environments, not only do we have to learn everything our parents never taught us about how to live a good life, how to manage stress, how to set our goals, how to become important to ourselves. So many of us go through this childhood trauma and we grow up believing we don't matter. And we grow up and we become people pleasers. The trauma we've been through and the pain that we've felt has made us care about other people's feelings, which is something a lot of us spent our whole life not having. And when you go through your trauma and you transcend it, you start becoming selfless because it feels good to give. It feels good to help people. It feels good to empower people. It feels good to help people build confidence, help people get in the gym. I've been helping people transform their bodies since I was about 23 years old. I've been obsessed with the gym as a teenager. I learned everything about it. I studied guys like Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, all the old Lee Priest. So awesome, guys. Find male mentorship. Find guys that you look up to. It doesn't have to be anyone you know. For me, it was guys on the internet. Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, John Mark Stevenson, Fit and Fearless. So many good ones, guys. Guys out there that you want to be like. It's so cool when you come across someone on YouTube like that. Then it's like you catch yourself in those moments feeling sorry for yourself. You put on some Andrew Tate, John Mark Stevenson, smacks you up across the head and gets you back on track and in the right state of mind. And guys, I want to help you because I know what it's like to be so damaged that you feel like you don't deserve anything good, even though you're a good person and you care about people. And you've been through so much trauma, you have so many good qualities that you probably don't even see. And I want to help you see it. And the truth is, if money's an issue, I care more about your soul than me getting a paycheck. I can survive just fine right now. Don't worry about me. I'm worried about you. Because a lot of guys don't know where to start. They're stuck in sorrow. And like, guys, after my wife passed, my identity was so linked to being in a relationship that 3 months after she passed, I'm so delusional, codependent. I've got so many of these issues that I work out on a day-to-day basis that I honestly thought I needed a girlfriend, because my identity was so linked to being long-term relationship Cody. Simp, doesn't go to the gym, weak man, doesn't work, can't keep a job, isn't responsible, disrespectful, unkind, only cares about himself, doesn't even know the word selfless. God has helped me transcend these things and turn them around. And I'm not talking about a Christian Catholic God. I'm talking about a spiritual God. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, and there's a big difference. Don't ever let me say the word God make you think of some like whatever you're thinking, because for me, God is Mother Nature. God is the universe. God is the nature of things. God is the thing that makes me feel good in my stomach when I do something for someone else. When I'm kind, when I help people feel included, when I help lift people up and make them feel a part of, that's what God is to me, because I'm rewarded for doing these good things. I'm rewarded for how I feel about myself. That's worth more to me than any amount of money. Being able to sit in peace. No amount of money I would trade that for, ever. That's why integrity is so important, because you stand on your integrity and you rely on it to be able to look in the mirror. I know what it's like to be in a relationship and think you're so unworthy of love, especially in the beginning. It's like you tell this person whatever they want to hear, and you bend over backwards and you sacrifice yourself so much. You do all this stuff naturally because naturally, by default, you feel like you're not good enough for a relationship. You're not good enough, you think, and you also think you're unworthy, and you also think that because you think so low of yourself, when you go into a relationship, you need to bend over backwards, you need to let this person walk all over you, and you smile while they do it, because in your mind, you think that this makes you valuable somehow. You think because you feel so low about yourself, you have to bend over backwards. You have nothing else to offer other than your entire being. Guys, I know what it's like to feel so low about yourself that you enter a relationship because you think that's what's going to make you feel good, and you lay down and you give everything to the person because you feel like you have nothing else to offer. And if you don't give absolutely everything, that woman's just going to find another guy, and any guy she finds is better than me because I'm so crappy and I'm such a crappy person. Guys, this is why I highly recommend staying out of relationships for that year or two when you're building, when you're working on yourself. Although I do say and admit there is no destination, it's about falling in love with the journey. But further down that road, you can have a girlfriend. A girlfriend can come on to the highway. God can put a woman there when the time's right. Don't force it. You're not ready for a relationship yet. Yes, it feels good. Keep it in your mind for the future. I need you to take care of business. I need you to get a career. I need you to feel good about yourself. What's it going to take for you to feel good about yourself? Stop looking for what's going to make you happy. This attention you're getting, the ups and downs of a relationship, you don't feel worthy enough for anything more. So the high of your highs is a woman loving you, being good to you. But then the low of the low is like, you thinking you have to do all this stuff to keep her because you feel like you're nothing. Buddy, you have the power to change this, man. No one's going to come into your life and do the things you need to do to get on your feet and change and become who you want to be. That's no one's responsibility. It's no one's responsibility to bring you food, to make sure you're good, to care about you, to wash your clothes, to make your bed, to ask you how you're doing, to self-soothe. Stop putting that on other people, including your spouse. Take responsibility for these things. These things matter more than your codependent relationship. You're slapping God in the face when you choose your relationship over helping other people who need your help. Your experience can help, and you're throwing it all away for this codependent relationship. And the fact is, if you would just bite the bullet and walk away from it, give yourself 1 year where you don't even think about women in that way. You just think of all women as sisters. That's all for 1 year. Watch what you'll be able to bring. Watch what God will put into your path when you're truly working on yourself. You're truly falling in love with the process. You can't fool the universe. If you're not falling in love with the process and doing everything you need to do, you're not going to get any results. It's all or nothing.